On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Broadcast.
To send out a program or some information on radio or television.
Examples:
Broadcast a concert. Broadcast a radio ad. Most of the programs are broadcast in this area.
Dominate.
To have or control a lot of power and influence over somebody or something.
Examples:
Dominate possession. Dominate over the weak. The perspective of his right brain dominates his consciousness.
Headline.
A heading at the top of a newspaper or magazine story or page.
Examples:
Headline article. Banner headline. The engagement of the two golf players became headline news.
Invasion.
Armies act of forcibly entering another country or territory to take control of it.
Examples:
The Turkish invasion. Home invasion. An invasion would most probably result in a political catastrophe.
Inflict.
To cause harm, injury, or suffering to someone or something.
Examples:
Inflict a heavier tax. Inflict a hard blow. The storm inflicted significant damage on the town.
Toll.
Money that you have to pay to use a particular road, bridge, etc. Verb, to ring slowly.
Examples:
A toll road. Toll a bell at his death. There is no toll car park nearby.
Plunge.
To dive quickly and steeply downward, to thrust or throw into something. Noun, a steep and rapid fall.
Examples:
Plunge into the water. Plunge a dagger through his heart. The company's profits plunged after the recall of their new product.
Unrelenting.
Not easing or slackening in intensity, persistent and unwavering in pursuit of a goal.
Examples:
Unrelenting pressure. Unrelenting pursuit. The unrelenting heat made it difficult to sleep.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Dramatically.
In a very impressive manner.
Examples:
He confessed dramatically. The cabin pressure fell dramatically. Life expectancy has grown dramatically this century.
Upend.
To turn or flip over, to overthrow or upset the established order.
Examples:
Append a table. Append a tradition. The sudden news upended their plans for the weekend.
Spark.
To start something or make it grow, especially suddenly, to emit a tiny piece of fire or electricity.
Examples:
Spark his interest. Spark a chain reaction. The bankruptcy of the giant conglomerate sparked turmoil in the stock market.
Turmoil.
A state of great disturbance, confusion, or uncertainty, often marked by intense activity or strong emotions.
Examples:
Political turmoil. The turmoil of the war. The company experienced financial turmoil after the CEO was arrested.
Scary.
Causing fear or fright, frightening, intimidating.
Examples:
Scary dream. Scary story. The horror movie was so scary that I couldn't watch it alone.
Prospect.
The possibility or likelihood of something happening or being successful, a person or thing that is likely to succeed or become popular, a potential customer or client. Verb, to explore for useful or valuable things or substances, such as minerals.
Examples:
Prospect for gold. Job prospects. The prospect of starting a new business can be both exciting and daunting.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Ruin.
To damage, spoil, or demolish something. Noun, an unrecoverable state of devastation and destruction.
Examples:
Ruin the plan. Ruin the reputation. He knocked over the red wine and ruined the tablecloth.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Specifically.
Only associated with or meant for one thing.
Examples:
Designed specifically for men. For specifically American customers. This ad campaign is aimed specifically at young women.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises 2 characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Accelerate.
To make something faster or earlier, to cause to develop or progress more quickly.
Examples:
Accelerate a chemical reaction. Accelerate the car. The government tried to accelerate the commercialization of this development.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
The attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Overtake.
To catch up to and pass by someone or something that is in front of you, usually about moving vehicles, to come to a point where you become more successful, important, or influential than someone or something else.
Examples:
Overtake a rival. Overtake a milestone. The race car driver knew he had to overtake the other drivers to win the race.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Coal.
A combustible black or brownish-black sedimentary rock that is found below the ground and burnt to produce heat.
Examples:
A coal-fired ship. Construction of new coal plants. We combust coal and other fossil fuels to generate electricity.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
The inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Analyst.
Someone whose job is to examine something to learn or understand more about it.
Examples:
Banking analyst. Senior research analyst. The analyst concluded that bankruptcy was inevitable. Timeline. A series of events arranged in chronological order and displayed along a line, usually drawn left to right or top to bottom.
Examples:
Timeline of science history. Lay out a timeline. He imposed a timeline on the project. Ditch. A long, narrow, and shallow depression or channel that is dug into the ground. Verb, to throw away.
Examples:
Agricultural ditch. Ditch my career. The farmers used ditches to drain water from their fields.
Fossil.
Any preserved remains, impression, or trace of any once living thing that has become hard and turned into rock.
Examples:
burning of fossil fuels, a fossil leaf. It was the fossil of a dinosaur tooth.
Fuel.
A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy.
Examples:
biomass fuel, smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
statistics for cancer, official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Committed.
Willing to put in a lot of effort, time, and energy into something, firmly believing in something.
Examples:
in a committed relationship, strong and committed sales staff. Our company is strongly committed to meeting customers' needs.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
invest in stocks, invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Renewable.
Capable of being renewed, extended, or replaced.
Examples:
renewable energy, renewable subscriptions. The production of renewable fuels requires massive volumes of fresh water.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
carbon dioxide, carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Install.
To fix furniture, a machine, or a piece of equipment into position so that it can be used, put into an office or a position.
Examples:
install a door, install a chairperson. The new president was installed immediately after the national election.
Panel.
A square or rectangular and flat piece of something that forms a distinct section or component of something, a small group of specialists who discuss particular topics or give their advice or opinion about something.
Examples:
panel discussion, cost of solar panels. A panel of economic advisors from the United States visited the country to help rebuild its economy.
Schedule.
A list of planned activities, tasks, or things that must be completed showing when they are intended to happen or be done.
Examples:
a heavy schedule. Arrange my schedule. So far, the meeting is going according to schedule.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Emission.
The act of production or sending out gas, heat, light, etc.
Examples:
global emissions of greenhouse gases. The emission of light. There are 5 distinct emissions at 5 unique wavelengths.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Peak.
The point to which something or someone is at its strongest, best, or most successful, the pointed top of a mountain.
Examples:
at peak hour. The peak current in the circuit. This measurement aims to reduce traffic at peak periods.
Sunshine.
The direct light and heat that comes from the sun.
Examples:
warm sunshine. Morning sunshine. The sunshine was so bright that I had to wear sunglasses to protect my eyes.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Aftermath.
The consequences or results of a significant event, particularly a disaster or conflict, a period of time following a significant event.
Examples:
financial aftermath. The aftermath of a crisis. The aftermath of the hurricane left the city in shambles.
Coronavirus.
A large family of viruses that can cause illness in humans and animals, which name comes from the crown-like spikes on the surface of the virus, which can be seen under a microscope, and COVID-19 is caused by a specific type of coronavirus known as SARS-CoV-2.
Examples:
coronavirus antibody test kit. Coronavirus bankruptcy. Considering the situation of coronavirus, organized stopped this year's beer festival.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
flu pandemic. Global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Eliminate.
To remove or get rid of someone or something.
Examples:
Eliminate contestants. Eliminate sexual barriers. We can eliminate this possibility from those consumptions.
Neglect.
To not give enough care or attention to something, to leave something undone.
Examples:
Neglect to call. Neglect ethical issues. He neglected his health to make the project a success.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Trachoma.
An infectious eye disease caused by bacteria, characterized by inflammation, irritation, and scarring of the eye tissues and, if left untreated, can lead to blindness.
Examples:
Trachoma infection. Trachoma prevention. The World Health Organization has launched a global campaign to eliminate trachoma by 2020.
Infectious.
Able to be passed quickly from one person, animal, or plant to another, especially through air or water.
Examples:
An infectious fever. Person's smile is infectious. Leprosy is an indolent infectious disease.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples:
Blind to the beauties. Blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Celebrated.
Renowned for possessing admirable attributes.
Examples:
Celebrated artist. Celebrated paper. 3 celebrated tenors performed during the president's inauguration.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero. Unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Liberate.
To set free, to release or rescue from captivity or oppression.
Examples:
Liberate people from oppression. Liberate potential. The prisoners were liberated after the war ended.
Devastating.
Causing a great deal of destruction or damage.
Examples:
Have devastating effects. Treat this devastating disease. This typhoon was the most devastating in years.
Burden.
A duty, responsibility, etc. that is oppressive or worrisome, a load, typically a heavy one that is difficult to carry.
Examples:
carry a burden, burden of disease. That car has a low environmental burden.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
suffer a setback, suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Horizon.
The line at which the Earth's surface and the sky appear to meet, the range of interest or activity that can be anticipated.
Examples:
the event horizon of a black hole. Business horizon. As the sun set, the colors of the sky merged with the horizon, creating a beautiful orange and pink hue.
Malaria.
A severe disease caused by a parasite that is spread by the bite of an infected mosquito.
Examples:
malaria mosquitoes. Malaria endemic area. Many people in tropical countries die from malaria every year.
Vaccine.
A substance that is put into the body and protects them from disease by causing them to produce antibodies, equals proteins that attack harmful bacteria, viruses, etc.
Examples:
development of vaccines. An oral vaccine. The mRNA vaccine was approved in less than a year because it did not contain the fragments of the target virus.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
License.
An official permission or authorization to do, use, or own something, a legal document that grants the holder the right to perform certain activities, such as driving a car, practicing a profession, or using a particular product or service.
Examples:
license renewal. Software license. Before driving, ensure you have a valid driver's license.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples:
distribute wealth evenly. Distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Vaccinate.
To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school.
Genuine.
Real and exactly, not pretended, sincerely felt or expressed.
Examples:
a genuine article. Show genuine regret. Is this painting genuine or forged?
Eradicate.
To get rid of or destroy something completely, especially something bad.
Examples:
Eradicate the deficit. Eradicate racial discrimination. We are trying to eradicate this disease from the world.
Scourge.
A person or thing that causes great suffering or destruction. Verb, to punish someone severely.
Examples:
Scourge of AIDS. Bring a scourge under control. The plague was a scourge that killed millions of people.
Plague.
Any epidemic disease with a high death rate, also called pest, a serious, sometimes fatal, infection spread by rats that causes fever and swellings on the body.
Examples:
Catch the plague. Deadly plague. Our farm experienced a plague of locusts this year.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
Global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Division.
The act or outcome of splitting into separate parts, a critical organizational unit or sector.
Examples:
Cellular division. Division chief. Which division of the company do you work in?
Healing.
The process of becoming or making somebody or something well again.
Examples:
Natural healing ability. Part of the healing process. Each ancient tribe has its healing traditions.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Pollution.
The introduction of harmful substances or waste into the natural environment that causes adverse change.
Examples:
Environmental pollution. High levels of air pollution. The pollution is endangering the local plants and animals.
Degradation.
The condition or process of changing to a lower state, or a less respected state.
Examples:
Degradation by heat. Live in degradation. Many researchers are monitoring environmental degradation in real time through satellites.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Pact.
A formal agreement between two or more parties.
Examples:
A non-aggression pact. Aviation pact. The two countries made a pact to reduce their carbon emissions.
Negotiation.
The process of discussing and reaching an agreement with others.
Examples:
Negotiation process. Negotiation skills. The negotiation between the two countries was a delicate and complex process.
Framework.
The structural components of a building or object that support its weight and give it form, the underlying structure of a system, concept, or text.
Examples:
Legal framework. The framework of a house. He devised a new analytical framework to capture the phenomenon.
Regulation.
An official rule made and maintained by a government or some other authority, the act of controlling or directing something according to a rule.
Examples:
A company regulation. Regulation by the government. The regulation approved by Congress was perfunctorily implemented.
Tide.
The cyclical rise and fall of sea level caused by the moon's gravitational pull.
Examples:
Tide cycle. Ride the tide of change. Red tide is often harmful to the local ecosystem.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Announce.
To make something known or officially inform people about something.
Examples:
Announce candidacy. Announce the award winners. The third season of the anime show has been announced.
Conservation.
The protection of something important, such as the natural environment or artificial structures, especially from the damaging effects of human activity.
Examples:
Soil conservation. The conservation law of physics. The forest was recently designated a conservation area.
Victory.
A success in a game, competition, election, or battle, or the knowledge that you have won.
Examples:
Victory in the law court. Victory over terrorism. We are optimistic about our final victory.
Shore.
The land along the edge of a sea, lake, broad river, or other large body of water. Verb, to support by placing against something solid or rigid.
Examples:
A sandy shore. Shore up demand. The waves are beating against the shore.
Expansion.
The process of becoming larger or more extensive, or the result of this process.
Examples:
Industrial expansion. Expansion project. The company is undergoing an expansion, opening new locations in several states.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Marine.
Relating to the sea and the creatures and plants that live there.
Examples:
Marine insurance. Variety of marine life. Seals and whales are marine animals beloved by the people.
Sanctuary.
A place of refuge or safety, especially for victims of persecution or abuse.
Examples:
An animal sanctuary. Violate a sanctuary. The church offered sanctuary to refugees fleeing from war-torn countries.
Provisional.
Temporary, serving as a means of satisfying a need or requirement until a more permanent solution can be found.
Examples:
A provisional treaty. Provisional measure. The provisional agreement was reached pending further negotiation.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Tang.
A strong, sharp taste or smell, a perceptible or distinctive flavor or aftertaste, a metallic ringing or sound.
Examples:
Metallic tang. The tang of a lemon. The tang of the ocean breeze was refreshing on a hot summer day.
Salt water.
Of or connected with seawater or water containing salt, living in or found in the sea.
Examples:
a saltwater fish, saltwater crocodile. The ecosystem upstream of the river significantly impacts the saltwater ecosystem downstream.
Wetland.
Land that is saturated with water, either permanently or seasonally, such as swamps, marshes, and bogs.
Examples:
wetland conservation, wetland ecosystem. The wetland area was home to many different species of birds.
Reserve.
To keep something for future use or contingency, to obtain or arrange something, such as a meeting, seat, etc., in advance.
Examples:
reserve the right, reserve a concert ticket. You can easily reserve seats over the telephone.
Biodiversity.
The number and variety of plants and animals that exist in a particular area or the world and make a balanced environment.
Examples:
biodiversity conservation, loss of biodiversity. The country was instrumental in promoting the Biodiversity Treaty.
Destruction.
The act of causing so much damage to something.
Examples:
path of destruction, cyclonic destruction. The extinction of several subspecies has been linked to climate change and habitat destruction.
Inevitable.
Certain to happen and unavoidable.
Examples:
inevitable changes of the seasons, inevitable result. In times of recession, an increase in unemployment is inevitable.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
recover a loss, recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
opportune occasion, an opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Affair.
Event, situation, or subject that is significant from a political or public perspective, a secretive or illicit sexual relationship.
Examples:
current affairs, domestic affairs. Some critics say this exhibition will be a big affair.
Editorial.
Relating to the expression of opinions or interpretations in the media.
Examples:
gain editorial help, an editorial article. The newspaper published an editorial on the current state of the economy.
Setback.
An unfortunate happening that hinders or impedes a reversal or check in progress.
Examples:
Major setback. Suffer a setback. The team experienced a setback when their star player was injured during the game.
Intolerant.
The inability or refusal to accept or respect views, beliefs, or behavior that differ from someone's own, unable to eat food without adverse effects.
Examples:
An intolerant person. Intolerant of criticism. His intolerant attitude towards other cultures made it difficult for him to get along with others.
Polarization.
The division or separation of something into two opposing or contrasting groups or factions. The condition of being polarized or having poles.
Examples:
Polarization effect. Dielectric polarization. The polarization of political views has created a deep divide in the country.
Abolish.
To do away with completely, to put an end to.
Examples:
Abolish slavery. Abolish censorship. The government voted to abolish the outdated law.
Penalty.
A punishment for violating a law, rule, or contract.
Examples:
Death penalty. Corner of the penalty area. The lawyer was reinstated after paying the penalty.
Ban.
To officially or legally forbid or refuse to allow something.
Examples:
Ban gender-related job discrimination. Ban any type of cloning. We should ban mildly violent video games from a child's development perspective.
Conversion.
The act or process of changing something from one thing to another, the state of being changed.
Examples:
Conversion rate. Conversion therapy. The developer's conversion of the old factory into a modern loft apartment complex was a major success.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Homosexual.
Sexually attracted to people of one's own sex.
Examples:
Homosexual rights. Homosexual marriage. The law was repealed to protect the rights of homosexual citizens.
Strengthen.
To become stronger or more effective, to make someone or something stronger or more effective.
Examples:
Strengthen the immune system. Strengthen a border patrol. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body.
Reproductive.
Connected with the process of reproduction, relating to reproducing babies, young animals, or plants.
Examples:
Reproductive ability. During reproductive period. This documentary deals with the reproductive biology of the buffalo.
Guarantee.
To promise something will happen formally, especially that certain conditions about a product, service, or transaction would be met.
Examples:
Guarantee a high quality. Guarantee women equality. We cannot guarantee enough raw material sources.
Abortion.
The intentional termination of a pregnancy at an early stage.
Examples:
Abortion doctor. The highly charged issue of abortion. We strongly oppose the abortion ban.
Transgender.
Relating to or denoting a person whose gender identity does not correspond to that person's biological sex assigned at birth.
Examples:
Transgender person. Transgender rights. Many transgender individuals face discrimination and marginalization in society.
Menstrual.
Of or relating to the time when a woman menstruates, equals to discharge the blood from the uterus each month.
Examples:
A menstrual period. Menstrual blood. The average length of a woman's menstrual cycle is 21 to 35 days.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Legislation.
A law or a set of laws suggested and then passed by a parliament, or the act of making or enacting laws.
Examples:
Anti-terrorist legislation. Introduce legislation. Similar legislation had already been rejected by the parliament 4 times.
Adoption.
The action or fact of legally taking another's child as one's own, the act of accepting with approval.
Examples:
Adoption assistance. The adoption of a plan. The adoption process can be long and difficult, but it is worth it for the love of a child.
Grant.
To agree to give or allow somebody.
Examples:
Grant a new license. Grant a land. The chairperson granted him the right to speak.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples:
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale, economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Lift.
To raise something to a higher position or level, to pick up something or somebody and move them to a different position.
Examples:
Lift sagging skin. Lift a ban on alcohol. The drought lifted the prices of grain globally.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples:
Poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Stadium.
A large, usually roofless building with tiers of seats for spectators at sports or other events.
Examples:
Stadium seating. Stadium capacity. The baseball stadium was filled with excited fans eagerly awaiting the start of the game.
Deprivation.
A state of not having something, such as food or money, that you need for a pleasant life.
Examples:
Chronic sleep deprivation. Deprivation of liberty. Losing him is great deprivation to our team.
Correspondent.
A person who writes news reports for publication or broadcast.
Examples:
A foreign correspondent. Correspondent bank. The special correspondent reported live from the front line of the conflict.
Ministry.
A department of government responsible for a particular area of public service.
Examples:
Ministry officials. Enter the ministry. The Ministry of Education is responsible for managing the schools in the country.
Indigenous.
Someone or something that is native to or occurring naturally in a particular place.
Examples:
Indigenous crop. Indigenous peoples. The indigenous plants need to be pollinated by local insects.
Relief.
A feeling of happiness and relaxation that comes when something burdensome is removed or reduced.
Examples:
Tax relief. Sigh of relief. He devoted his life to establishing a humanitarian relief fund.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Deploy.
To move troops or weapons into a position or military action, to bring into something in an effective way.
Examples:
Deploy troops for battle. Deploy safety measures. This country deployed its weapons in the East region.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
A military operation. A military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Illegal.
Not allowed by law.
Examples:
Illegal drugs. Child of illegal immigrants. The customs agents seized the illegal shipment.
Miner.
A person who works in a mine equals excavation in the earth from which ores and minerals are extracted, especially one who extracts coal, minerals, or precious metals from the earth.
Examples:
Miner strike. Miner industry. The coal miner worked tirelessly to extract valuable minerals from deep underground.
Wildlife.
Animals, birds, insects, etc. that grow independently of people and live in natural conditions.
Examples:
Wildlife sanctuary. Bird and other wildlife. The conservation area has an abundance of wildlife.
Survivor.
A person who remains alive after an event in which others have died.
Examples:
Ovarian cancer survivor. A single survivor. The shipwreck survivor was rescued after floating in the ocean for 3 days.
Domestic.
Relating to or inside a particular country, not foreign or international.
Examples:
Domestic airline. A domestic animal. GDP stands for gross domestic product.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Formidable.
Causing fear, apprehension, or awe, difficult to deal with or overcome, capable of inspiring respect or admiration.
Examples:
Formidable challenge. Formidable competitor. The mountain range was a formidable obstacle for the hikers.
Warrior.
A person who engaged in or experienced warfare, especially in the past.
Examples:
Armored warrior. Warrior spirit. The poem depicts the heroics of a legendary warrior.
Hardcore.
A subgroup or subculture within a larger group or community that is characterized by a particularly intense, committed, or extreme set of practices, beliefs, or values.
Examples:
Hardcore group. Hardcore music fan. The hardcore gamers were up until 4 a.m. playing video games.
Uplift.
The process of raising land to a higher elevation, or the result of this process. Verb, fill with high spirits.
Examples:
Uplift mountains. Uplift my spirit. The uplift in the stock market has been a relief to investors.
Poach.
To illegally hunt, fish, or take wildlife from private or protected land or waters without permission. To cook food by gently simmering it in a liquid, often with added spices or seasonings.
Examples:
Poach on his land. Poached deer. The chef poached the eggs perfectly for the Benedict breakfast dish.
Contribute.
To give something, especially money or goods, to provide or achieve something together with other people.
Examples:
Contribute a large sum of money to the fund. Contribute to society. Government workers cannot contribute to political campaigns.
Rebound.
To spring back into a former shape or position after being compressed or stretched.
Examples:
Rebound from a setback. Rebound back into positive growth. The basketball bounced off the rim and rebounded to the player.
Midwife.
A person trained to assist women during childbirth and to provide care for the mother and baby.
Examples:
Professional midwife. Serve as midwife. The clinical midwife assisted with the delivery of the baby.
Mortality.
The quality or state of being subject to death.
Examples:
Mortality due to cancer. Lower infant mortality. This disease has a high mortality.
Testament.
A thing that proves the existence or truth of something else.
Examples:
Give properties by testament. Testament to the superior quality. His wealth is a testament to his success.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Commitment.
A promise or firm decision to do something or to behave in a certain way.
Examples:
A commitment to an alliance. Meet his commitments. His business commitments took him to the United States.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Studio.
A room or building where creative or artistic work is produced, a television or radio production company.
Examples:
A photo studio. Music studio. She works at a recording studio in Los Angeles.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Breakthrough.
A sudden, dramatic, and important discovery or development that helps to improve a situation or provide an answer to a problem.
Examples:
Breakthrough in the negotiations. Breakthrough discovery. A technique called deep learning has led to breakthroughs in AI.
Lifetime.
The duration of someone's life or of something's existence.
Examples:
Lifetime benefits. Lifetime ban from the sport. She had lived through 2 world wars in her lifetime.
Uptake.
The rate or amount of something that is taken in or used by a particular system or organism. The process of taking food into the body through the mouth by eating.
Examples:
Uptake rate. Uptake of calcium. The uptake of the new technology was slower than expected.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples:
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Wrestling.
A sport in which 2 contestants grapple and try to throw each other to the ground.
Examples:
Wrestling match. Arm wrestling. He had always been interested in sumo wrestling and decided to try it.
Dilemma.
A situation in which a difficult choice has to be made between 2 or more options, especially that are equally unfavorable ones.
Examples:
Chicken and egg dilemma. Be in a dilemma. The choice between bureaucracy and adhocracy represents a common dilemma.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Inventive.
Able to come up with novel and unique ideas.
Examples:
Have the inventive talent. Inventive approach. All language around the world is consistently inventive, but not intrusive.
Expand.
To increase or to make something greater in size, number, or importance.
Examples:
Expand a lineup. Expand agricultural output. They hope to expand their business worldwide.
Honeycomb.
A structure of hexagonal cells made of wax by bees as a place to store honey and to rear their young.
Examples:
Honeycomb lattice. Honeycomb pattern. The beehive was made of an intricate honeycomb pattern.
Beryllium.
A light, strong, brittle metallic element with the symbol B and atomic number 4, used in nuclear reactors, aerospace, and other high-tech applications.
Examples:
Beryllium ore. Beryllium alloy. The rocket's casing was made of beryllium for its light weight and strength.
Telescope.
A device like a tube in shape containing lenses used to magnify and observe distant objects.
Examples:
A binocular telescope. Look through a telescope. This facility has the largest astronomical telescope in the country.
Unlock.
To open something, such as a door, window, etc., usually using a key.
Examples:
Unlock a door with a key. Unlock value. The customs officer required the traveler to unlock his suitcase.
Cosmos.
Another name for the universe, mainly used when it is thought of as an ordered system.
Examples:
Exploration of cosmos. Origin of the cosmos. Supercomputers enable scientists to create computational models of the cosmos.
Smashing.
Very successful or impressive, causing something to be broken or destroyed.
Examples:
A smashing blow. Give smashing results. The band's new album was a smashing success, reaching the top of the charts.
Spacecraft.
A vehicle designed to travel through space, typically carrying astronauts or scientific instruments.
Examples:
Spacecraft launch. Alien spacecraft. The human-crewed spacecraft successfully landed on the Moon, fulfilling its mission.
Asteroid.
A small rocky body orbiting the Sun, typically in the region between Mars and Jupiter.
Examples:
Asteroid mining. Asteroid explorer. Scientists are studying the composition and origins of the asteroid belt to understand the early solar system better.
Orbit.
The path of an object around a celestial body, especially a planet, star, or moon, under the influence of gravity.
Examples:
The orbit of the Moon. A planetary orbit. The rocket engine is used to put the satellite into orbit.
Confirm.
To support or establish the truth or certainty of something previously believed or suspected to be the case.
Examples:
Confirm the diagnosis. Confirm a transaction. Please write to confirm your reservation.
Newfound.
Newly discovered or acquired.
Examples:
A newfound mine. Newfound freedom. With his newfound wealth, he could travel the world and indulge in his passions.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Earthbound.
Limited or restricted in movement or activity, typically due to physical rather than mental reasons, rooted or grounded in physical reality rather than imagination or abstract thought.
Examples:
Earthbound creature. Earthbound solutions. After his injury, the athlete was earthbound for months while he recovered.
Freak.
An abnormality that is not typical or expected.
Examples:
A rock freak. Freak weather. The freak accident caused the car to flip over and land on its roof.
Laser.
A device that emits powerful and narrow light that can be used as a tool to cut metal through a process of optical amplification.
Examples:
Laser printer. Pulse laser. The company holds patents on core components of laser jet printers.
Beam.
A long, sturdy piece of timber, metal, or other material used to support a structure or span a distance, a ray or stream of light emitted by a source.
Examples:
Beam of light. A structural beam of a building. The sun's beam shone through the window and illuminated the room.
Recreate.
To make something that existed previously happen or appear to exist again.
Examples:
Recreate a single country. Recreate the feeling of the 1920s. She recreated the atmosphere of the pre-war age with her stage setting.
Fusion.
The process of combining two or more things to form a single entity.
Examples:
Heat fusion. Fusion cuisine. Nuclear fusion is a process in which atomic nuclei combine to form heavier nuclei.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Milestone.
An important event or stage in the development or progress of something. A stone by the side of a road to show distances.
Examples:
Key milestone. Milestone event. Reaching the milestone of 1,000 subscribers on her SNS channel was a major achievement for her.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Limitless.
Without end, limit, or boundary, infinite.
Examples:
For a limitless time. Limitless potential. The possibilities for scientific discovery are limitless.
Affordable.
Not expensive and able to pay.
Examples:
Affordable housing. Affordable solution. The automaker has been providing affordable car financing options since last year.
Edit.
To prepare written material for publication by correcting, condensing, or otherwise modifying it.
Examples:
Edit a history book. Edit a video. I need to edit this document before submitting it to my boss.
Hot wire.
To start an engine without a key, usually by activating the electrical system directly.
Examples:
Hot wire a car. Hot wire a motorcycle. He had learned to hot wire his way out of sticky situations.
Immune.
Protected against a particular disease or toxin due to the presence of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells.
Examples:
Immune from criminal prosecution. The cell of the immune system. The vaccination does not necessarily make you completely immune.
Incurable.
Not able to be cured, healed, or remedied, beyond recovery or redemption.
Examples:
Incurable patient. Incurable romantic. The patient was diagnosed with an incurable disease and given only a few months to live.
Leukemia.
A type of cancer that affects the blood and bone marrow, in which abnormal white blood cells are produced and grow uncontrollably.
Examples:
Childhood leukemia. Acute leukemia. The symptoms of leukemia may include fatigue, weakness, and fever.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Revolutionary.
Relating to or characterized by a complete or dramatic change.
Examples:
Revolutionary change. Enforce revolutionary justice. The revolutionary leader inspired others to join the fight for freedom and democracy.
Scared.
Afraid or frightened.
Examples:
Scared all the time. Scared dog. I'm scared of insects.
Crunch.
A loud, crackling noise made by something being crushed or broken, a difficult or critical situation.
Examples:
Financial crunch. A gas crunch. The crunch of the leaves underfoot was heard as they walked through the park.
Newsletter.
A periodic publication containing news, updates, and information about a particular topic or organization, typically distributed to members or subscribers via email, print, or digital media. A bulletin or report that provides relevant and up-to-date information on a specific subject or area of interest.
Examples:
Monthly newsletter. Digital newsletter. I subscribe to the company newsletter to stay updated on their latest products and promotions.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Trap.
A piece of equipment or hole for catching animals or people. Verb, to catch animals or people and prevent them from escaping.
Examples:
Set a trap. Trap an animal. The enemy fell right into the trap.
Geopolitical.
Of or relating to political activity or relations between countries and groups of countries, as influenced by the physical features of a country or area.
Examples:
The geopolitical situations. Reduce geopolitical risk. The country holds dominant geopolitical power over its neighbors.
Scare.
To frighten a person or animal, or to become frightened.
Examples:
Scare off her attacker by screaming. Scare the birds away. We hit the ground to scare out the rabbits.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Doom.
Death, destruction, or some other terrible situation that cannot be avoided.
Examples:
Economic doom. Prophet of doom. Everyone was aware of the impending doom but was unable to prevent it.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples:
A magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.
Ecology.
The study of the relationships between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment.
Examples:
Science of ecology. The ecology of the island. Many companies are now enthusiastically embracing the knowledge of ecology for sustainable development.
Countless.
Too numerous to be counted or very many.
Examples:
Countless hours. Answer countless questions. There are countless methods for dealing with stress.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Noun.
A word that generally functions as the name of a specific object or set of objects.
Examples:
Noun phrase. Proper noun. In some foreign languages, the gender of nouns exists.
Verb.
A word or phrase that describes an action, state, or experience.
Examples:
Complex verb. An auxiliary verb. Use a singular verb if the subject is singular.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Sleeve.
A part of a garment that covers all or part of an arm.
Examples:
A wide sleeve. Sleeve length. He rolled up his sleeves to get ready to work.